And then here I get spotted, and I think I stay here for a little bit too long. Like, I took a lot of damage there.
Okay.
Hey guys, Warren back again. And today I wanted to discuss where you can go in your, I guess, heavily armored or lightly armored heavies, or like your slower mediums that really can't get to, you know, the key location in K0, or if you feel like you don't have any turret armor and you can't go up on the hill and win that position. So today this video is going to be centered around what you can do if you're in that situation, right? So I'm here in the AMX 5120, the tier 9 French heavy, but it's not really heavy since it plays more like a medium. It has decent mobility and obviously an autoloader with 4 rounds of this 120 millimeter. And I've actually really enjoyed playing this tank. I feel like a lot of reviews make this tank out to kind of be a pretty bad tank, and I feel like this tank, because you know, I think of it as being a rather weak tank, I actually do pretty well in it. And so here, a little bit of tunnel vision on my part, don't spot this Lynx, and he's kind of just making a YOLO run here, and we're able to finish him off. And this is the one of the pretty powerful locations that you can actually sit and you can defend for your team and actually get some decent shots. You can get some shots on players who like to play up in this hill. You can, you know, get shots into the people in the middle, as well as you can get shots on the other flank. So this is actually a pretty powerful location you can utilize in your tanks that, you know, you'd rather sit back and snipe or don't have any armor. You don't want to be front line. So we're going to showcase this location here. And I think a lot of people don't really expect you to be here, which is another reason why this location does actually pretty well. So trying to get some side shots on this WZ, and we get the kill shot. And we have 2 in the magazine. I think we're probably going to take a reload here. Maybe we're going to hold on to it. And this is one of the weaknesses of the AMX, is the lack of gun elevation. And it only has 6 degrees of gun depression as well, but because of the shape of the ridge here, you can actually, you know, maneuver your tank where you can manufacture some gun depression. So we're holding onto our 2 shells just because the reload's pretty long. And we're hoping that we get a shot into this Scorpion G. We track him there, and then we take him out with the second shot with the high roll. So we low rolled the first shot and we high rolled the second shot. So pretty great result here. And here I think about moving forwards to kill this T-54, and then I take a look at my mod and I notice that we're down 3000 HP. So I decide against it. And this is going to be a very crucial decision to stay here and defend. So finishing up on our reload, trying to get a shot into the side of this 703 too. Unfortunately, this T-44 is blocking our shots. And then we get the kill shot on him. So we were able to clip out that tier 8 double-barreled premium heavy tank. And we're just sitting here waiting for our reload. Our team on this side is just pretty much melting. We have 2 tier 8s left, and they still have two full HP tier 9s, and then another tier 9, the object that's on half HP. So I really want to finish off this T-49 just to remove some guns from the game. And then here I get spotted, and I think I stay here for a little bit too long. Like, I took a lot of damage there. And I wish I didn't take that last damage, that last hit from the IS-3. Because now I'm a one-shot and I can't really do anything. But, you know, I've had a pretty large contribution to our team with 6 kills and 3,700 damage. And unfortunately, I'm still reloading. I can't help our T-44, and I think about poking that to get some shots while they're spotted, but then I realize that I'm a one-shot and I need to get distance, right? So I decide that I want to get to more of the southeast side of this map. And I'm complaining about the team really hasn't done much, but to be honest, they actually did pretty well to clear out this side pretty relatively quickly. So that's one good thing, is that we're not fighting on 2 fronts, which is very important. And now we actually have a 2-tank lead, but we're down on HP slightly. As we can see, both the Type 61 and the object are full HP. Yeah, that Conway should not be front lines if he's a one-shot. It's one big mistake that players usually make, is being one-shot, you really have to try to get your distance and make sure you don't get hit, right? And here I'm really debating on whether to go defend my base or whether to go and attack with my team. And luckily I'm able to get a shot into that IS-3 2, and we actually rolled 444, so rolled a bit high there. And I switched to a gold round actually, and this is actually looking much better now. We're up by 2 tanks and we're up by 1,000 HP, so that's looking way better. And although their object is still full HP, I can kind of see that, at least based on the XVM, you know, the T-32 is a beginner player, so he may make some mistakes, and then the T-54E1 is, you know, 30,000 games, but still, you know, struggling a bit. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. Even if the 704 is an amazing player, I think we have a really good chance to win this game. So now I'm thinking, since we're up by 2 tanks and we have the Skoda and cap, they're most likely going to try to decap right here. So I'm going to try to make sure that this render range of this red ring is at least covering this position, so I can, you know, help my allies if they spotted anyone trying to come back and reset. And I really like the positioning of the object and then the Panther, so they can get flanking shots. Unfortunately, the WZ wasn't in a more forward position to get some spots, so the Skoda takes a big shot from the object, and unfortunately that shot hits the upper plate of that object. And I'm just waiting for this T-32 potentially show himself, but luckily our teammates finish him off. And so I take a reload here, and now it's all about just cleaning up this object who is on 1200 based on what we saw last time. And here I think I just shoot some blind shots, since he's actually outside of my render range. So I'm just waiting for them to spot, and I'm just lining up my reticle to where the icon of his tank is. So just trying to line it up, and I'm trying to see if the shots, like that shot definitely missed, but if the shot disappears, and they finish him off before, but if the shot disappears, then I know that I hit the tank, right? So we finish off this game with the victory. So very good battle here. All right, hey guys, we're in the post-game stats here. This was first class, and we got a Radley Walters as well as a Top Gun for 8 kills. And let's take a look at the team score. 4,739 damage for 8 kills and 1162 base experience. So let's see, the Škoda did pretty well on her team. WZ, yeah, I mean, our tier 9s for the most part did their job. Yeah, the enemies tier 9s, to be expected, did a really good job as well. And we shot 22 shots, 18 direct hits, so pretty good marksmanship and 15 penetrations. And look at that, majority of our damage was from over 300 meters. Goes to show when you're in your lightly armored tanks, especially, you know, at the end of the game, you want to be as far away as possible, taking a look at the rings on the map to make sure you just don't get hit. That's how you play your lightly armored tanks. You just don't get hit. You trade multiple shells for either one or no shells in return. And unfortunately, we fired some APCR at the end, so we lost 5,000 credits for an 8.5 minute battle. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a little bit about a decent position on the south spawn where you can go on Westfield in your lightly armored heavy tanks, or just slower heavy tanks that just don't have good turret armor. Since in order to play in that hill area where all the heavies typically go, you really need to have decent turret armor to be successful. So hope you guys learned something, and let me know your thoughts on what you want to see. So thank you guys, stay safe and have a good one. Warm out.